Oh, wait, so my inbox absolutely blew up when we said we were doing a deep dive on this specific vegan lash and brow serum. I mean, the hype is everywhere. The ads basically promise it'll grow every lash, fill every brow.
Oh.
Well, that's setting the bar incredibly high, right?
Oh, absolutely. Stratospheric expectations.
So, our mission today, let's cut through all that noise. We're looking at the ingredients, what users actually experience, and, where the potential red flags are. Is it legit or just expensive hope?
Right. Let's start with what they list up front. You've got biotin, which everyone knows is linked to hair health,
Yep, the classic B vitamin.
and panthenol, which is basically a moisturizer. Pretty standard stuff.
Okay, so those sound fine. But do they actually do what people hope they'll do for lashes and brows? That's the real question.
Exactly. Biotin can help with hair health, sure, but the sources we looked at suggest it really makes a difference, mainly if you're actually deficient in it.
Ah, okay. So if you're not deficient, putting it on your lashes might not do much.
Well, that's one part. But the bigger piece, biologically speaking, is that lash and brow follicles just aren't the same as the hair follicles on your head.
Right, I remember reading that. Different growth cycles.
Totally different. Much shorter cycles for lashes and brows. So you can't just assume what helps scalp hair will magically work the same way, especially for waking up, like dormant follicles. A vitamin alone isn't likely to do that.
Okay, so if the biotin and panthenol are maybe less impactful than hoped,
Right.
what about their special ingredient? That Whisper BP7 trademark complex of peptides.
Ah, yes, the proprietary blend. That's often where the premium price comes in.
And it's a red flag, you think?
It can be, yeah. When it's trademarked like that, Whisper DP7, you often don't know the exact peptides, their concentration, or how they compare to, say, other known peptides studied in clinical trials.
So it's hard to judge its real value against simpler, maybe cheaper peptide serums where you do know what you're getting.
Precisely. That lack of transparency makes comparison really difficult. It kind of forces you to trust the brand name and the price tag.
Okay, so the science seems a bit iffy, or at least not straightforward for dramatic growth, but lots of people are buying it. What about the user experience? What are people actually seeing?
It's definitely mixed. Some users do report positive things, lashes looking a bit fuller, brows seeming more neatly groomed.
Groomed, like styled.
Sort of, yeah. And importantly, some noted less shedding or fallout. That alone can make existing lashes appear thicker.
Okay, less shedding makes sense. But the consistency needed sounds intense.
It really does. We saw reports from users who used it religiously, like
Yeah.
every single night for 3 months, and they still weren't sure if they saw significant length increases.
3 months and still unsure. Wow.
And the commitment level one user mentioned, if they skipped the application even a day, firmness diminished.
Just one day. So it's not really building lasting results. It's
Yeah.
more like constant upkeep.
It sounds like it, yeah. Almost like a daily conditioning treatment just to maintain whatever subtle effect it might have. Miss a night, and poof.
And there are safety things too, right? Irritation.
Yeah. Definitely reports of mild irritation, sometimes a burning sensation if the serum gets too close to the actual eye. So you need to be careful with application. It's not just slap it on and go.
Okay, connecting this back to value then. It's positioned as a premium product, right? Especially noted in markets like the Philippines.
Correct. It's not cheap. And that price puts it squarely in what we call high expectation territory.
So what should people expect? Because grow every lash sets the bar here. Points high.
Right. You absolutely should not expect dramatic lengthening like you might get from a prescription product like Latisse or something similar. And it's definitely not overnight magic.
So who is this actually for then? If you're thinking about buying it, what's the realistic scenario?
Realistically, it seems best suited for someone maybe dealing with a bit of extra lash shedding or someone who wants their slightly sparse brows to look a little more groomed or managed.
So managing what you have rather than dramatically changing it?
Exactly. Think maintenance. Maybe mild improvement in appearance or managing fallout. Not unbelievable new volume or length. It's a moderate recommend, but only if you go in with really adjusted expectations.
And if the thinning is more serious?
So definitely skip the cosmetic counter hope and see a specialist. There could be an underlying medical reason.
Makes sense. What about alternatives? If you want similar potential benefits, maybe that conditioning or reduced shedding effect, but without the premium price for the Mystery Whisper BP7 complex.
Our sources suggested looking into simpler peptide-based serums. ones where they're transparent about the specific peptides used, and ideally have some clear trial data you can look at.
So you can find similar maintenance level benefits potentially without that brand name markup.
Potentially, yes. You might get comparable results for less money if you focus on known ingredients with some backing.
Okay, so here's the final thought to leave people with, building on all this. If the main noticeable effects for many users are things like reduced shedding or a groomed look effects, possibly linked to the more common ingredients like biotin or just the conditioning itself,
Mhm.
does that proprietary secret whisper BP7 complex truly justify the high cost and, maybe more importantly, that intense nightly commitment?
Right. You really have to weigh that cost against the effort, applying something every single night, potentially for months on end, just to manage maybe some mild sparseness or shedding.
What level of benefit makes that kind of long-term daily effort actually worth it for you? That seems like the core question you need to answer before buying.
Exactly. It's a personal calculation of cost, effort, and realistic results.